Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are here today at Universal Orlando because I wanted to go over some new findings regarding the speculation map for HHN 34, but I also want to go over some talks amongst the community regarding Five Nights at Freddy, and I want to check out the Sprung tent area to see if there has been an update for some HHN construction. So enough talking, let's go ahead, get in there, have a great time, and dive in. I've had a lot of thinking about the speculation map that came out. You can check my initial review right here. But there was a symbol on that map that I had to just kind of a hard time putting together. And I came up with like two different solutions in my first video. But now that I've had time to think, I think I may have found a good, let's just say concrete house that could be in that location. So, there was a symbol on the speculation map that was kind of like probably one of the hardest ones to figure out from looking at everybody's YouTube videos on what it could possibly be. I've seen a lot of different ideas, and it's the one with the city landscape inside with the angel or raven wings, don't know which one, and with the size that's crossing out the circle of the city. So I did a little more digging on that one, and I came up with some concrete, well, let me not say concrete, but I have some good information about that one. And I connected that one to a house that was rumored earlier this speculation season, which was The Weeknd. Hear me out. So the two sides on that symbol represents death. And what that can mean is the death of The Weeknd. And I say that because The Weeknd is actually transitioning into a new phase of making music under his real name, Abel. And he also talks about that in his new album, Hurry Up Tomorrow, which the wings comes into play, where they can be angel wings or they can be raven wings, which represents death. But I think they are angel wings because it could be the rise of Abel. Then, this is the best part. The cityscape inside of that symbol looks exactly like the city that was the facade for the Nightmare Trilogy house in HHN 33 in Cali. So on top of that, he is having a movie come out May 16th, and that movie is like a psychological thriller type of horror movie. And I think HHN can take some pieces from that movie and add it to the house. Also in HHN 31, that was one of the most loved houses, and it was honestly one of the best well-rounded houses I've been in as far as the music, the rooms that they had, the scares that they had. It was really a good house. I enjoyed that one a lot. And with Michael Aiello back, I think he can get the deal done because he's really good with getting those IPs done. And he also tweeted this, which could mean nothing, but it can also mean something. And just a mixture of that with all the rumors of The Weeknd coming, with kind of connecting that to that symbol, I would say that there's a good chance he could come. Now, let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy. So, there has been rumors of Five Nights at Freddy coming, and the speculation map also proves that. And that rumor has been very strong, one of the strongest ones that we've heard so far. And there's been talks amongst the community about how they would do that house. People have been having questions like, how are they going to do the suits? Because the suits can be heavy and the actors can be hot. How they'll do the animatronics, or if they're just gonna have puppets, not animatronics, but if they're gonna have a lot of puppets. And I think that house particularly will probably be a mixture of Quiet Place and the Last of Us house we had not too long ago. I think the actors will actually be okay as far as with the heavy suits and with it being too hot, because we actually had that type of suit in HHN 32 for Last of Us when we had those bloaters. I mean, those suits were huge, and that's kind of what the size will be for playing one of the animatronics of Five Nights at Freddy. Then I think they can throw in a mixture of some puppets being one of the animatronics of Five Nights at Freddy. For example, in this scene right here where Chica, the chicken, had the cupcake and one of the intruders broke in, and the cupcake literally just lunged at him, and you know what happened after that. but they can react that scene inside that house and many other scenes that are in that movie inside that house using the puppets themselves. So I think it will be a great mixture of puppets and some huge costume suits, and I think it will be a great house. Now, before we get into some news about Last of Us 2 rumor, because I have some information about that, I want to go check out the sprung tents to see if there's been an update to some construction back there for HHN. So let's go check that out first, and then we'll get back into some more rumors. So if you see right here, it seems they actually have a lot more trucks here this time. They're Enterprise trucks. And that indicates to me that they have all the props and stuff they need to put inside the sprung tents area. That's good news, because now we may be seeing, probably in a month or two, I would say probably next month, they will start having a lot of stuff out there where it can give us an actual clue on what houses will be here. Now, on to the Last of Us rumor. So remember, very early on during HHN speculation season, HHN 365 came out saying that we were going to have a Last of Us 2 house. That got debunked with us having Fallout. So I was just scrolling online and I saw from Immortal Masks that they had these masks right here. Looks like masks of the bloaters and the stalkers, if I'm not mistaken. And if you don't know who they are, Immortal Masks makes masks for HHN. That's pretty cool. And I was thinking, maybe, just maybe, we are having Last of Us 2. Who knows? Because the first one was a really good house, in my opinion at least, and I thought a lot of people liked it. And honestly, I haven't seen too much that sticks with Fallout per se. So it could be possible that we have Last of Us 2 still. That I think that still is a possibility. It's in the realms of possibility of having that here for this year. And I know we had the thumbs up in the speculation map that was dropped by Horror Nightmares, and I'm not saying Horror Nightmares is wrong, because they are really good with getting stuff done. But what I'm saying is, we have multiple speculation maps from Horror Nightmares, and sometimes he does change what's on those maps. So maybe Last of Us 2 is still a possibility. After seeing those masks, it really gives me hope that we can still have Last of Us 2, because I would much rather have the house, because I really did enjoy the first one. But I wouldn't mind Fallout either. But if you made it this far in the video, guys, if you don't mind, go ahead, tap in to my Instagram and my Twitter, or if you want to call it X account, whichever one you want to call it, right here, please. I'm trying to build that following up on those two accounts. But I'm excited about the rumors, man. I'm excited for HHN this year, and I cannot wait to see if we'll have some props around the park very soon. But if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead, smash that like button, share, turn notifications on, and most importantly, subscribe. And you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.